Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. The next job in the calendar is we are back at my friend's house to second fix the kitchen and decommission the existing airing cupboard. So previously on this job we've already installed a new central heating system which is operating on one half of the house, and now we are going to decommission the rest of the existing system, get it all out and get it ready for a new bathroom and a new toilet and bathroom to be going in downstairs. So what I'll do is I'll show you some of the stuff we've already done here and then show you the stuff we're doing today. So this is the existing heating system that we've already installed here. So this was done probably about 8 months ago now, and now we're back to decommission the other half of the property that's running on a separate system, and also to start doing the first fix. So as you can see here, we've got 2 zones only on this one, so we're only having one heating zone, one hot water zone, and we was supposed to be having underfloor heating, but because of the delay in the block and beam on the new extension, the builder here has decided to move over to timber, which has changed all the floor levels. So we're now just going for radiators in the kitchen dining area. So still looks great. I'll show you those in a bit later on. So yeah, this is all operational. Really happy with how this went initially. It's a little bit dusty now. They've been using this workshop as the area for cutting all the timber, etc. So as you can see here, we've temporarily just got the nest running inside the garage, which obviously isn't great, but it just means they can have the heating up and running until the electricians get the cables in. And we're back here today to decommission the other side of the system and second fix the kitchen, get a new kitchen all up and running, new hob, etc. So part of the work we're going to be doing today is we need to connect up this Tracpipe which runs all the way through into the kitchen area to feed the new hob. And also we've got a water main to tap into. So they've had a new water main brought in from the street, so I think it's 25mm all the way in, so we can get a better flow through our unvented cylinder, and it meets the manufacturer's instructions. So you can see here we've had somebody install a new 25mm MDP pipe all the way from the road. So at the moment it's temporarily joined onto the existing lead, so it's feeding our new unvented cylinder and also feeding the other side of the house, which is still connected to the old water main. So part of the work we're going to be doing on this next phase is tidying all this up, connecting it to the new system correctly, running it all the way in 22mm. So rather than installing underfloor heating throughout the kitchen dining area, we've installed these new black designer radiators. We've had a bit of an issue with the block and beam, so we've gone timber floor, which changed the floor levels. So we've gone for 3 designer radiators, which complement the new kitchen. Yeah, it looks pretty sweet. So we're back here to second fix the kitchen now. The quartz has been laid, looks absolutely beautiful. And we're just getting on with second fixing. So got a copper in there all nice and neat. And yeah, just connecting up the tap. It's only a single bowl, so it should be pretty simple. We've also got this hob to install. What we did was we run a Tracpipe all the way through from the boiler room, and it is currently behind this unit, so we've got to cut out a hole or a channel just to feed it through, put an isolation valve on it. So at the moment, it is currently under there. So yeah, it's all ready to go. The reason we've run Tracpipe is so we don't have to have any joints underneath the floor, so shouldn't have any issues in the future. So when we first fixed this kitchen, we ran the hot water recirculation pipe directly underneath, so the hot water draw-off time is really minimal. Right, so the back of the unit we've multi-tooled out Tracpipes accessible now, so every fitting you put on a Tracpipe has to be accessible, so don't go burying them into the ground or putting them in boxing. You need to be able to get to them if ever there's a problem. So Obviously switched on to rigid as it's a hob, isolation valve, and yeah, it's all live now and ready to rock. Right, we're upstairs now, and this is one of the bathrooms that we're yet to complete. So it's the existing bathroom. We're going to be starting to decommission it, and also in the bathroom we have the airing cupboard. So this was the existing setup, pretty typical of its time. Yeah, all in copper, so it looks pretty good, but today I've got the fun job of ripping it all out, all the way up into the loft, and bagging it all up, adding it to the scrap collection. So I'm just about to drain down this hot water cylinder. I've just noticed how good this drain off is on the bottom, so let's open it now and see if it works, because if it does, I might start doing this on all my cylinders. Jesus! So with the use of a spanner, I did manage to get it open. It's fully flowing, so that is great. I haven't got to siphon it out. So we've got everything pretty much stripped out now. We'll get the remaining lot out when we start taking the floor up to first fix the bathroom. A big old lead riser going up there, but stripped out everything up in the loft. Tanks are now empty, so yeah, made good progress. Okay, so we've skipped ahead a few weeks now, and the customer's actually taken out this bathroom, taken up the floor, and we can begin the first fix. So what we're going to be having is a toilet going in here, followed by a wall-mounted floating vanity unit, 800 wide. You're going to be having a towel rail going here, a freestanding bath over here, and then the stud work's been put up for the shower. So obviously shower tray, shower valve on this side, and the shower head's actually going on this side, and then they're going to be building some little covers in there. So yeah, we're going to be first fixing this all in copper, so let's get underway. Okay, so yesterday Bailey has managed to run the pipework that was in the landing along through into the bathroom. So we've got hot, cold, heat and flow and return. You can see here Bailey's teed in the hot water return pipework, so the draw off time to this bathroom is going to be very, very small. It's almost like having a hot water cylinder located in the same room, which is awesome. The hot water return has always got to be in copper. Don't be using push fit because you'll end up with a leak. So this is the shower valve we're going to be fitting. Quite often what you find is it doesn't seem to matter what company you buy them for, they all are actually the same. So these bodies are quite generic. Obviously the shrouds are different, so this is going to be black themed on all the taps and water outlets. So on this one it's only a single outlet, so we've got cold on the right, hot on the left as you'd expect, and then one outlet. So we're going to be setting this into the wall, getting the minimum and maximums right, so by the time it's tiled the plate should fit nicely and it won't be protruding too far. You can always tell which way round it's supposed to be because the cold's on the right, so you want to check in the manual as well, but if you're fitting it that way round it's upside down. Right, so I've got my ply mounted on the back wall now, and I've had to use packers to get the right distance off the wall, just so I can get the maximum and minimum correct. I did originally try 2 pieces of ply, but it ended up being a bit too much, so I've had to pack out this piece of ply. And I've had the faceplate on now, so we've got it all level. Your laser really is your best friend when setting up these shower valves, because you can get it going straight through the centre of the spindles, through the screws. And then once you've done that, get your faceplate on, get a level across it, and then you can put that all away and you know that your valve's in the right location. So I've got the laser going across the middle of the spindles now, which is great, but I'm also just double checking it by putting a faceplate on, so you can see on the little level on the top that we're all good. Also, I know that the build up of the wall is 23 mil, so with the valve in place and the faceplate on, I can now just check to make sure that my distance is okay. So we're at about 20 mil, so which is great. And then if the wall build up ends up being a bit more, then it's no problem at all, the plate will just slide forward. Okay, so Bailey's got the bulk of the pipe work in now throughout the room. I'm pretty much finished piping up the shower. What I'm doing is I'm just checking the outlets and making sure they're level, and then I can move on and start plumbing in the radiator. So I've got the towel radiator pipe work in now. The towel radiator itself is 600mm, but the pipe centers are 550. So generally speaking, most towel radiators, if you minus 50mm off the overall width, then you'll get your pipe centers. So what I did was I've measured the brackets, so they actually make the towel radiator stick out between 65mm and 90mm. So I've put them at 80mm, and then you'll have a skim on the wall as well, which should bring it out a bit, so that should be fine. We've got them all clipped on these wall ravens, so again, I've mentioned it in another video, they're really good, highly recommend them, make it a lot easier than cutting battens. So while I've been doing that, Bailey's been really busy, and he has got the pipe feeds in and up for, which is going to be a bath tap. So the ones that we got supplied were supposed to actually go on the bath, but the bath can't actually take them, so the customer's going to have a wall mounted tap which will go there. So we've got the feeds ready for that. So regarding the pipe work, we've got all the insulation underneath just to help prevent any banging. All the pipe work's clipped, looking nice and neat. Tried to use some of the original notches. And then again over here, wall ravens with the pipe work, hot and cold, to pick up the basin. So most vanity units, the pipe centers or the pipe height want to be roughly about 600mm off the finished floor level. Generally the same, but you always want to just check which vanity unit you're installing. And then from there, we've got the feed for the toilet. So it's going to be a back to wall pan. So we've just brought the cold feed up to the right hand side of the saw stack. And then over in this corner, we're just picking up the old feeds that and take the water down to the downstairs toilet so they can use that again. So overall, it's gone pretty good. All first fix now, other than the waste pipe, which we'll come back and do tomorrow. All the copper pipe work's in. We just need to get it insulated, especially the cold pipe. We want to make sure that our cold pipe's insulated so we're not getting any residual heat from the other pipes at all. Okay, so we're pretty much done now for the day. Everything's filled up, everything's absolutely fine. Thank you very much for watching this video. Stay tuned for the next part, and when we'll be second fixing and installing the saw pipe. If you would please like, comment and subscribe, we'd really appreciate it, and see you on the next one.